Hello, my peeps, and welcome to another Power Packed Phillips podcast. It's time for you to be TNT on the Algebra EOC this week, baby! If you are taking the Algebra EOC tomorrow, your homework, get a good night's rest like our friend Garfield here, and have a wonderful breakfast. If you're not taking the EOC tomorrow, your homework is to cheer the Bulls on tonight in Game 1. Hey, lay off the haterade. It could be worse. I could be a Lakers fan. I didn't say that. I just thought it out loud. All right. And our last online tutoring session for the year will be tonight. We'll go over radicals, square roots. Today's podcast is going to be on lesson 11.2, part 2. We're continuing to work with radicals or square roots. In our last podcast, we found how to find the square root or the radical of a number. In today's podcast, we're going to talk about finding the square root or the radical of a variable. And yes, even SpongeBob thinks of square roots or radicals. So, if you would, please write down the square root or radical of x to the 8th power, y to the 6th power. And remember that we are going to chop this down. So we're going to say that x to the 8th power means that we have x times x 8 times. So please write down, x times itself 8 times. Remember that we are looking for pairs. No, not necessarily this pair. Matches. No, not that match. We're looking for things that are a pair of 2. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 pairs of x's. There are 4 pairs of x's, so we have x to the 4th power. Remember, pairs go outside the square root. Leftovers go inside. Ooh, that is a beautiful, beautiful shirt. Thank you. The things I do to enhance your education. Now, we have y to the 6th, which means y times itself 6 times. We are looking for pairs or matches. So we have 1, 2, we have 3 pairs of y's. So we have y to the 3rd power. Remember that the pairs of matches go outside. In this case, since we don't have any leftovers, we can get rid of the radical sign. Since we don't have any leftovers, we can get rid of this radical sign. So our answer is simply x to the 4th, y to the 3rd. Now, here is a trick or a shortcut that some of you may want to use. And this trick or shortcut only works with the variables or the letters. This trick only works with variables or letters. Ask yourself, what is 8 divided by 2? Well, 8 divided by 2 is 4. So there's your x to the 4th power. Bam! Shortcut. Ask yourself, what is 6 divided by 2? 6 divided by 2 gives you 3. Bam! So there's your shortcut. Remember, the shortcut does not work. The shortcut does not work if you try asking yourself, what is 16 divided by 2? 16 divided by 2 is 8. But the shortcut does not work with numbers. That's right, very good. It only works with the letters. Are you ready for a brain break? I am. let's go to our brain break for today. And viewers at home should not try this on the EOC. La 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 la. Alrighty, one more example. Thank you, SpongeBob. Please write down the square root radical sign a to the 5th, c to the 7th. So what does a to the 5th mean? It means a times itself 5 times. I'm looking at pairs, matches, whatever. I see a pair and a pair, so I have 2 pairs of a. So I have a to the 2nd power, and we have a leftover. This is a leftover, so our leftover here is going to go on the inside. Leftovers go on the inside. I love leftovers. Now, c to the 7th means we write the letter C 7 times. Looking for pairs, matches. I have 1, 2, 3 pairs. So I'm going to write c to the 3rd power on the outside. I have 1 c left over. Remember that leftovers go inside. So we have a c left over on the inside. A to the 2nd, c to the 3rd, square root ac would be our answer. Oh, you want me to show you the trick on this one? Sure, I'll show you the trick. Alright, remember the trick only works with variables or letters. Ask yourself, how many times does 2 go in the 5? Well, 2 goes into 5 2 times. There's my 2 times. And I have 1 left over, so think of this guy as your remainder of 1. I have 1 left over. How many times does 2 go into 7? 2 goes into 7 3 times. There's my 3. And I have 1 left over, or a remainder of 1. There's my remainder, or the 1 that is left over. So, when you see a problem like that on the EOC, do not be cub-like. You should be very successful on it. Bam! Thanks for watching. Later, alligator. In a while, crocodile.